that you used to join. Once it's 5:30 now, I'm going to do a quick summary again so that we don't miss any part. We're ready for us to enjoy this moment together. And like we said, our focus is always on building competence and capacity. All right, we are already live. Okay. All right, we have 1, 2. How many people do we have? Is it displaying that we have now? So once again, like I said, let's put it on full screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 of us, we are here about to start. 15 of us, we are here about to start. Please confirm that you can see my full screen, and it is another wonderful, the first series of Spark with Qodar. And like we said, our focus is on ISO 45001 standard. Right about now, we'll be going on to the first question. And like we said, everyone is ready. 15 of us, we are ready. We are now 16 in number. Once we click on start now, we go to the first question. You are going to see the question on your phone or whatever you are using to access this particular quiz. So once the question pops in, you are meant. What's happening? Please, Basit, help me to add people in. I don't want any form of distraction. Sorry. Okay. I'm trying to go back to my full screen. It's not showing here. I hope you can all see the screen where we have the names of everybody. If your name is not there, please kindly let us know. I hope you can all see the screen where all our names are.
Yes, I can see the screen.
All right, thank you.
It's like I cannot see my name.
Please, have you clicked on slido.com and have you input the number? What is your name, sir?
Usman Aliyu.
Usman Aliyu, you've not logged in. You're not seeing your name. You are
Okay.
supposed to click on slido.com and put in this number.
Okay, sir. Let me do so.
All right. Mr. Aliyu, you are the one that we are stylishly waiting for now.
Sorry, please, I'm trying. Just few.
Mr. Ali, have you been able to do that? It is quite straightforward. Any issue?
Yes, sir, I did so.
Huh?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, so are we ready to go now? Please, Basit, I said admit people in. Please, I can't be coming back to admit people in. Once someone shows up, you should immediately click on admit. All right, we are about to go on. Just don't look at the screen. Hey, who is writing on the screen like this? Please don't let us interfere with what is happening here. Now, it is quite straightforward. Unless you are using your system to answer the question, only use what you are using to answer the question. If you are using your system, use your system to answer the question. If your name is not here, it means that you came late. You've already given it your name cannot automatically show here unless you follow the process. And what is the process? Visit slido.com. We said this event will start by 5 o'clock. Many of us are just coming late. And we silently waited for most of us. Visit slido.com. Once you visit slido.com, Basit again is not admitting these people in. I don't know what you are doing here. I'm the one coming back to admit them in. Some people will be there for 2 minutes. I'll be the one to come and admit them in. If you can't do it, let me give another person the job to do, please. Now, what you are doing is very simple. Go to slido.com. You can see the instruction at the left-hand side. Go to slido.com. Once you get to slido.com, it will ask for your number 1736776. 1736776. Don't put in your phone number. It will ask you for this particular number. This is the quiz number. So once you put in this quiz number, it will automatically take you to tell you to write in your name, and you join immediately. We are about to start now. Like we said, it's a time for us to have fun. And please read the questions carefully. They are standard questions. They are simple questions too there. So if you are ready to go, I don't want to stress you to tell you to type yes in the chat room. But if you are ready with me, please let us go. So the first question is coming up. Are we ready to go? Which subclauses directly speak to the human resource department? You have 14 seconds to go. Which subclause or clauses directly speaks to the human resource department? Directly speaks to them. That once you're talking about human resource, you are referring to these subclauses. You are not to write, you are not to respond in the group, in the chat. You are to answer the question on your phone. Mr. Olumide Balogun. We have majority of us said 7.4. Some said 7.2, some said 5.3, and some said 6.2. We said subclauses, meaning that you should have more than one answer. Subclause or subclauses. So what is clause 6.2? Clause 6.2 is talking about setting objective. Optional health and safety objective. Objective is related to all departments, not only HR. Objective will be set by most of the department, if not all. 5.3 is under leadership, and which is roles, responsibilities, and authorities. Roles, responsibilities, and authorities. So that's a good answer. Clause 7.4 is about communication, internal and external communication. Internal and external communication, and that is related to all departments. 7.2 is about competence. Competence. So the answer is clause 5.3 and clause 7.2. So let's look at what we have. Okay, we have Mr. Opatayo as the first, then Mr. Basit, Anunure, then Gladys, Mr. Fred, and Aziz. I think nobody got that particular. Okay, let's see how it goes to the next one. So the answer is clause 5.3 and clause 7.2. Clause 5.3 and clause 7.2. Are we ready for the next question? I hope that is very clear.
Yes, sir. It's very clear.
Now to the next question. According to the ISO 45001 standard, the need and expectation of interested party must be available as documented information. Must be available as documented information. Yes, no, depending. All right. Oh, many of us chose yes. 9% chose no. 0% chose depending. Wow. Now, one thing you should understand is that when it comes to the ISO standard, there are some requirements that they are explicitly mentioned that so and so must be available as documented information. So and so must be available as documented information. Now, when you look at clause 4, because when you're talking about needs and expectation of interested parties, you are referring to clause 4.1 of the standard. Sorry, clause 4.2 of the standard, needs and expectation. The closest that is expected to be documented according to the standard starts from clause 4.3, which is the scope. When you go to your clause standard now, you will not see there where it is written that the needs and expectation must be available as a documented information. So the answer is no. Like I said, these are standard questions. The answer is no. Let's look at, yes, Mr. Olalekan got it right. Mr. Olalekan got it right. Remember that when it comes to Slido, the fastest finger is also applicable. So the first set of questions, nobody got it right. But because of the fastest finger that first answered, so apart from getting it right, you also apply fastest finger. So the only person that got it right is Mr. Olalekan. Are we ready for the next question? Please, Basit, admit that person in. Are we ready for the next question? Let's go on. I hope that one too is very clear. Any question on that? No question, so we'll go to the next one. It's an opportunity for us to learn and for us to have fun all together. So let's move on. Let's move. We have 18 more questions to go. The next question, pick the odd one out. You have 30 seconds for this. Pick the odd one out. Which one is odd? Clause 8.2, emergency response and preparedness. Clause 6.1, action to address and opportunities. Making reference. We have said you are not to respond to the group. Now, clause 8.2, emergency response and preparedness, made reference to clause 6.1. When you look at the standard, when you are setting your emergency response and preparedness, your procedure for emergency response and the type of emergency response that you can have, the standard make reference to clause 6.1. Clause 6.1 is about action to address risk. So it is based on the risk that you have in your organization that will determine the kind of emergency response that you can prepare for. You cannot be in an organization where you don't have spill. You don't have any kind of spill that can happen and you are preparing for spill. No. So clause 8.2 make direct reference to 6.1, which is correct. Clause 6.1 also make direct reference to clause 4.1. We are talking about risks and opportunities. It is based on the context of the organization. The kind of risk that will be in an oil and gas firm, based on their context, will be based on the kind of risk that will be looking in a logistic firm. So they are actually in line. 8.1 operational planning and control make reference to 5.3, which is the odd one out. Which is the odd one out. 7% of people chose that one. Then clause 6.2, OSH objective, making reference to 5.2. 6.2 is objective. 5.2 is policy. When you look at your objective, clause 6.2, it is clearly written there that the policy, if you look at your 5.2, it said the policy will set the framework for objective. And if you look at your objective, clause 6.2, it says something that has to do with the policy, the objective being in line with the policy. So the first one, A is consistent, is correct. B is correct. It's only C that is not correct. So the answer here is C. The answer here is C. None of us, I think I saw that 70% got it. 7% got it right. I'm surprised it's showing that nobody got it right here. All right, let's go to the next one.
Gladys got it. 1/3. I did.
Okay, sorry, Gladys. Yeah, sorry. I was looking at only Olalekan. Yes, Gladys got that right. Correct. Gladys, please give her a round of applause. We are moving on. So we are having Olalekan, we are having Gladys, and we are having Ibrahim Fad. Next question. What approach was used to structure the ISO standard? Monitoring, measurement, analysis and evaluation, planning, execution, monitoring and audit, input, press, output, the plan, do, check, act. Which of them? Wow. Nobody chose A. 8% chose B, that is planning, execution, monitoring, and auditing approach. 0% show nobody selected input, press, and output. And majority of us selected the plan, do, check, act. I think this is a straightforward question. So D is the answer. Yes, we are having Gladys and Olalekan now moving on to the battle. Only 4 questions have been answered so far. It means that you can still be a winner. We are still going to 20 questions. It means that you can still be a winner. Never give up. Even if you miss the first 5, you can still be a winner because they are all standard questions. There are simple questions in between to ease the tension, like this one, but be ready for more questions. So never give up. 3 seconds is what Gladys is using to be ahead of Mr. Olalekan. All right, next question. Are we ready? How many subclauses does the clause 4 of the ISO standard has? How many subclauses? You can say that these are simple questions. How many subclauses? Damn. What are we selecting? Wow. 4 people said 40% shows 4, 30% shows 3, 20% shows 5, then 10% shows 2. Yes, clause 4 of the standard. Oh, I didn't explain the last one. The PDCA, the Plan, Do, Check, Act, is the approach that was used to structure the standard. The plan, we have the plan phase, we have the do phase, we have the check phase, we have the act phase. I won't say more than that because if I do say more, I will expose our other questions to you. Then this particular one, we have clauses. Each clause has subclauses. Each clause of the standard, we have clause, I won't say the clause that we have because I can answer another question again. So we have 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4. 4.1 is understanding the organization and its context. 4.2 is understanding the needs and execution of interested parties. 4.3 is the scope of the management system, and 4.4 is about the management system processes itself. So the answer is 4, which majority of us got right. So how many, where are we now? Let's see. Mr. Alekon is coming up again. Akim is coming up from nowhere and is the third now. You can see Gladys has been taken down. Mr. Ibrahim Fat is coming up. You can see that he's going to be competitive. I'm seeing this Mr. Aziz, this guy Aziz. I know it's Aziz Ogudiro. Everybody should be suspicious of that guy. You can see that he's number 5. And also remember that you must score at least 10 out of 20 questions. We posted that as part of the terms and conditions. So even if you are becoming the first, second, third, you must score at least 10 of the questions. You don't want a situation whereby we all score less than 10 or 5, but you are the first. No. That is why for the next series that is coming up, because it's going to be once in a month, for the next series that is coming up, be prepared. Will give us an idea of where we are looking at for the next pack with Qodar. And the first winner will be going home with 50,000 naira, second winner 30,000, and the third winner 20,000 naira. Don't give up. You can still be a winner. Don't give up. This is just 5 questions. This is just 5 questions. So let's go to the next question. Are we ready? Procurement. Which clause? Which clause talks about procurement? Where can we see procurement? In the standard. Some have already given up. We have procurement encompasses issue of outsourcing, contractor engagement, contractor management. How do you manage your contractor? How do you outsource? You see it under the procurement clause. But which clause does it belong to? Many of us chose clause 8, which is operational planning and control. That is planning and control of our activities. Clause 7, which is support. Clause 6, which is planning. And clause 4, which is context of the organization. And the answer is clause 8, operational planning and control. Operational planning and control. That is where we have this ISO standard making direct reference, discussing directly about procurement. How can organization handle their procurement activity? It means that as an auditor, when you are going to the procurement department, apart from the general clauses like objectives, risk, and the likes, you specifically go to that clause under operational planning and control that addresses procurement, contractor, and outsourcing. Please, let's stay muted. Please let us stay muted. Basit, please help us to mute those that are unmuted. And please admit Mr. Adedeji Adedosu in. All right, so the answer here is operational planning and control. Wow. Wow. Ibrahim Fad is coming ahead. Olalekan is coming ahead. Gladys is coming ahead again. Akim has been taken down. Mr. Christopher too is coming ahead. All right, we are getting somewhere. Are you ready for the next question? Are we ready for the next question?
Yes, we are.
Okay, thank you. Which of the following, according to the ISO standard, is not required to be documented? Documento. The standard does not that you must document it. But you know, okay, that's the question. Let me explain too much. Now, when it comes to documentation, like I said in the beginning, there are clauses that the standard specifically mentioned is that this must be documented. Number one, competence must be documented. Though it says that to the extent necessary, that when there is a need for you to show evidence of competency, it should be available as documented information. There's a whole lot about it, but it is required. It is stated here that it should be documented. Policy, that one is straightforward. It must be documented. Now, the answer is between awareness and communication. And when you go to the standard, you will see it clearly written there that this must be available as documented information. In communication, we have internal communication and external communication. Who do you communicate to? What do you communicate? Example, when it comes to health and safety, when it comes to emergency response, who do you communicate your procedures to? When there's an emergency that is beyond health, that is LTI, who do you communicate to? Internally, your emergency procedures, your risk assessment, who do you communicate to them? Communication is an important part of the whole ISO standard because it's an important element under support system, clause 7, support. So we have 5 sub-clauses. One of them is communication because it is one of those things that is needed because what's the essence of having a good structure when there is no way to communicate them to those that we need to, that will utilize them, and it should be documented. So the only one that I feel, okay, I don't also know the answer. So let me say like that I feel that is the answer that is not required to be documented is awareness. Oh, I'm correct. And many of us chose awareness. That's good. Wow. Ibrahim Fad is getting ahead. You can see that this thing is moving forth and back. There's no permanent winner because of the kind of question that you are seeing. And what somebody that I said that you should be suspicious of is that assist. That assist is maintaining 5th. He keeps staying in that 5th. You see that guy? By the time he goes up, he hardly comes. I've met him several times in various events like this. So be wary of that guy. Ibrahim Fad, Gladys too is staying consistent. Olalekan too is consistent. Yes, someone has come up now. Adequate Adamson is now up now. Yes, she came from nowhere to come to be among the first 5. Are we ready for the next question? I hope we are also learning in the process. It's not just about the question, but an opportunity to learn together. Learning about the ISO standard. Next question, let's go. The hierarchy of safety control is in which clause? Which sub-clause is that hierarchy of safety control? Which clause is it? There's a particular clause that particular hierarchy is. It's not from heaven. Everything is from heaven anyway. But there's a clause that it is. Okay. Many of us chose clause 6.1. I know it's very dicey between clause 6.1 and clause 8.1. 9.2 is not even there at all. Operational planning and control. Your heart beat. I know that your heart is beating now. Risks. Action to address risks and opportunities. The funny thing is that it is clearly, if you go to the ISO standard, it is clear, it is there. Elimination, substitution, engineering, administrative control, PPE. It's there. So there's nothing like maybe, no, it is here, no, it is here. Where is it? It's under clause 8.1. Operational planning and control. In fact, from the word control, part of the control includes safety controls. So it is there. So you can see that most times majority does not win the vote in this case. All right, let's go ahead. We are seeing Ibrahim Fad Still topping. Olalekan second. Gladys now third. Still third. They are 3 of them are dragging themselves. Aziz has come up. Aziz has climbed the ladder. Christopher, Johanna also climbed the ladder. We are moving somewhere. Beautiful. Let's move to the next question. Top management has the very responsibility to achieve the purpose of the standard. Select 3 clauses that directly speak to top management. 3 clauses that directly speak to them. Very simple question. 3 clauses, select the 3. The 3 must be correct. Oh, management review directly speak to them. They must be engaged in management review. Leadership and commitment, clause 5. That one is even, everybody should be choosing that one because it directly speaks to them. Then the policy also speak to them. They are the ones that develop the policy and sign the policy. So this is a simple question. The 3 that directly speak to them are management review, leadership and commitment, and policy. If you choose 1 out of the 3, or you choose 2 out of the 3, you are wrong. It must be the 3 that you must select. So we have 3 answers. Who got it right? Wow. 3 people got it right, including Adamson and Olalekan. You can see that the table is shifting. Olalekan left the top and came 4th. Ibrahim went ahead. You can see Aziz. I told Aziz will be coming through the ladder. Monitor that Aziz very well for me. I don't want him to win. I'm just joking anyway. Now, we are seeing it when it comes to top management. They are, exactly when you are doing auditing, part of those that you must dedicate time to audit is the top management. You must dedicate time for them. In fact, there must be a set of people that you should audit. And part of those things that you look out for is about their commitment, their engagement, so many things, but basically their policy. Are they setting the right policy? Then have they actually have they communicated the policy? Because there must be evidence of communication of the policy, not just about having the policy. Do the workers understand the policy? Does their objectives speak the language of the policy? If it's in your policy that you want to reduce so and so, the objective that was set must be in line with the policy. If it's not in line, then you are not doing the right thing. Then management review, clause 9.3. They must carry out management review of all their processes. It's a whole lot. I don't want to go into details. Then the other one is leadership and commitment, which is clause 5.1. These are the things that basically you expect them to look out for. Next question. For top management to display true leadership using the plan phase of the standard, a particular subclause is dedicated to ISO 45001, which cannot be seen under standard. You can't see that particular clause in any other standard. You can only see it in ISO 45001. Wow. I said, which cannot be seen in any other standard. It is particularly dedicated to ISO 45001. When you look at the 3 major standard, 9001, 40,000, 5001, you see clause 4.4 there. But clause 4.4 is general. The one that is unique, that you will not see in any other standard, is the one that talks about workers' participation. Clause 5 of ISO 45001 says leadership and workers' participation. That is under clause 5. So that subclause that dedicated, when we look at the other standard, they most times stop in 5.3, roles, responsibilities, and authorities. The one that go extra mile to talk about workers' participation is clause 5.4, and that's the correct answer. Ibrahim Fad is still taking the lead. Gladys, second on the list. Aziz, maintaining the top position, stylishly sitting there like a king that he is. Zainab Fasasi came from nowhere and came into the fourth position. Mr. Lalekan was once on the table like Arsenal. But once it is too, I hope Mr. Lalekan is not an Arsenal fan. Once it is two matches, 3 matches, though we still have 10 matches to go, Arsenal will start falling down. I hope you are not like Arsenal fan because you were once topping our table. All right, let's go. But note that Mr. Lalekan has the potential to still win. Why? Because he has the lowest, okay, after Fasasi has 1 minute 30 seconds. Olalekan too has 1 minute 30 seconds. So if you have the same mark, the same score with them, they will most likely be ahead of you. Gladys is taking his time and Mr. Aziz to carefully select, not minding the time, which is fine. Mr. Fad is in between. Let's go ahead to the next question. You can see how I'm analyzing each person. All right, let's go ahead to the next question. Are we ready? Question 11 goes thus. Under clause 9, performance evaluation, which of the clauses is the most frequent means of performance evaluation? Most frequent. The most frequent. Okay. Wow. 9.3, management review. 9.1, monitoring, measurement, analysis, and evaluation. 9.2, internal audit. This is quite straightforward. These are all clauses of performance evaluation under clause 9. It has 3 subclauses. And under these 3 subclauses, the one that is most frequent, that is being done almost every day, every time, every period, every week, is clause 9.1. 9.1 is the most frequent. And most of us got it right. Whoa, Mr. Ibrahim Fad, no hungry. Fasasi came to 3rd. Adekoju Adamson came to 4th. Wow. We are moving on. Gladys, 6, answered in 2 minutes, 17 seconds. Wow. Same as Adekoju Adamson, 2 minutes, 17 seconds. There's no winner yet, but we are getting there. The questions are becoming simpler. Let's go to the next question. Okay. And again, we are having 3 females and 2 male. The first and the last, male. Gladys, female. Fasasi, female. Adamson, female. What a man can do, a woman is doing it better. Let's see, let's go on. Let's see what will happen. To the next one. Health and safety permit to work is a mandatory requirement of the ISO standard. Yes or no? Four, 3, 2, 1. What you say? 33% said no. 67% said yes. And I can relate. Because even in class, when we are taking the ISO standard, I will get to this issue. Many will argue that the standard that permit to work is a mandatory requirement. Remember that every organization has a right to implement the ISO standard. Every organization, even a bank, because our risk that we face is different. When it comes to health and safety, risk can be low that requires no permit to work. A bank, for example, the cashier that responds to us deposit and withdrawal. Do they need to fill a permit to work before they start their job on each day? No. So when you're implementing the ISO standard, permit to work is a designed tool that has become so common that is being used to address health and safety matter. It is not in the standard, nowhere from clause 4 to clause 10, that it is written that it is mandatory for every organization to implement a permit to work system. So, what does that tell you? The answer is no. Oh, by the time we get to some questions, some people will drop, some will come up. But no matter who is dropping and coming up, 3 people remain consistent. Mr. Ibrahim Fad says, I no go agree. This top, na me go dey there. Even time-wise, is having 2.05, which is based on the first 5 that is here, which is the next after 1.51 of Fasasi. Second, Gladys is saying that I will gladly stay on this second position. Even if Mr. Ibrahim is not careful, I will swipe him away. Adamson is saying that now I'm back. I'm back. And she's on the 3rd position. She's sitting confidently as a 3rd. Mr. Aziz is saying that I'm not going anywhere. I will still be present. And you people should be careful. Please, Basit, help us to admit Fasasi in. Help us to admit her in. All right, let's go to the next question. We are moving on. Is Basit no more here? Next question, are we ready? All right. PEST tool as a tool can be used to analyze the internal issues as required by the ISO 45001 standard. To analyze internal issues. Many of us chose yes again. Wow. Only few chose no. PEST tool is one of those tools that is being used in so many fields. We have SWOT analysis and we have PEST tool. PEST tool has to do with political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental from the PEST to PESTL. P for political, E for economic, S for social, T for technological, L for legal, and E for environmental. And they are used to analyze not internal issues. They are used for analyzing external issues. Internal is SWOT. We use SWOT analysis for internal issues. For external, we use PEST tool. So the answer is no. Eh? I think I've made a mistake here. I went to choose yes. PEST tool is I've caused wahala here. I've caused wahala here. I've caused wahala here.
You don't cause wahala already.
I've caused wahala here. How can I exclude this particular question? Because the answer is no. Sorry, few seconds. The answer is no, because PEST tool is used for external, not internal. I think that's a mistake from my side. Hey, I'm ready. Let me stop sharing now. I should not be showing the questions to everybody. I'm coming, please. Let me quickly address this. Sorry, we are going to remove that particular one. Oh God. And I reviewed this thing now. I don't know why I didn't miss that. I'm thinking of what to do. Sorry, please.
I doubt if you can do anything about it. You might just have to make it a bonus question.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Okay, let's make it bonus for everyone. I'm trying to make it a bonus. That's what I'm trying to do. How to now make it a bonus is what I'm looking at. Just let's go on. Let's go on.
Let's continue. Let's continue.
Yeah,
After
let's
the
go
whole
on.
thing, think of what to do.
Yeah, let's go on. Let's go on to the next one. So let me share my screen. All right. So sorry about that. So we assume that everybody has it as bonus mark. I think everybody has it as bonus mark. Let's go on to the next one. Are we ready for the next question? To have a complete understanding of the clause 8.2, which other clause will give you clue? Clause 8.2 is about emergency response and preparedness. Which other one will give you clue? I think I've answered something like this before. Madam Sarah, please, you are putting mark on our screen. Okay, many of us chose clause 6.1, action to address threat and opportunity. So I've already explained this before, so that's the correct answer. That is straightforward. Okay, Mr. Fad, 9th, Aziz, 8th, Fasasi, 7, Gladys. You can see Aziz. You can see that I was talking about Aziz. That you be mindful of that guy. You can see what I'm saying. Madam said she no go gree. I beg go. Let's move on. Don't worry, we are still moving on. Next one. Identify 2 records that must be kept to show conformity to clause 8.2, which is emergency response and preparedness. 2 clause. Even me, I said more. I see the question. I said more. Incident record and logbook. emergency response procedure, drill plan, drill record. Remember the key word there. I said 2 records. Record. So there's a difference between record and procedure, plan, and the likes. Hey, yeah, sorry about the network issue. That's how we said that you must ensure that your network is strong. Two records. Remember, we said record, not procedure or plan or document. Record. Because when it comes to management system, there are different kind of record, there are different kind of document that you keep. Plans, procedures, guidelines, work instruction, forms, checklists, records that you keep. So 2 records, and it's clearly stated there, A and D. That is the right answer. Okay, Gladys is back. Adamson is still there. Fasasi is there. Aziz has sat down on the 2nd position. 5 more questions to go. 5 more questions to go. Construction projects are temporal activities. Therefore, ISO standard will have little or no effect on preventing accidents. Yes or no? Okay, many of us chose yes, chose no. No is the correct answer. Wow, at least we have 2 people potentially that has crossed the 10 minimum mark. Gladys is on 9 now. Let's go to the next question. Which of the clause of the standard is implementable? A, all clauses 1 to clause 10, clauses 3 to clause 10 only, clause 4 to clause 10 only, clause 3 to clause 9 only. Okay. Some chose clause 1 to clause 10. Those that chose clause 1 to clause 10 need to come to the ISO class, or at least take our awareness course that we did for free, though it's no more free now. I don't know if it's free, but the last time I discussed with my team, it should have been taken off from being free now. Clause 4 to clause 10 is the correct answer. Adepoja Adamson is coming up. Ibrahim Fad sitting confidently as a king. Aziz following up. Gladys maintaining her position that no matter what, I know go gree. Adamson and Fasasi, they are both fighting and struggling on who will come 4th and 5th. Like Arsenal, what we need is the 1st and the 3rd position. Let's go ahead to the next question. Question 18. As part of requirement of 7.2, a pilot in aviation industry must provide license to operate as an extra requirement. A cleaner must also provide a license to operate as a cleaner based on the competency requirement of the standard. Yes, no. Let me check the ISO standard. Madam Sarah, you are not to respond to in the chat. You have to respond. It's a game. You are not to respond in the chat. Okay. 35 people said yes. 65 people said no. A cleaner should not provide license. When it comes to competence, I've said it. I think I said it earlier that competency is relative. It's not a cast in stone. Depending on what the nature of the job is to determine the extent of competency requirements. Some even legally, for example, pilot. Legally, they must, before you can operate as a pilot, must have a license. So cleaner do not need license to carry out an operation. So the answer is no. It's not a competency requirement that license must be provided by a cleaner to carry out a job. Nobody chose quick, let me check the standard. It might be the answer. The answer is no. 3 of them still on the top, still at the top. Let's go to the next question. The second to the last question. You can still make it. Even though Mr. Ibrahim, Mr. Ibrahim, Aziz, and Miss Gladys, the 3 of them, anybody can still be first, second, third. Because if Mr. Ibrahim missed the remaining 2 and Mr. Aziz scored the remaining 2, she'll be ahead. But then, Gladys, please hold that position tight. You and Adamson, you are just a millisecond from each other. Not a millisecond from each other. You can see 3.43, 3.44. So any slide ahead like this, she's taking over. And if she scores out, if you have that score, you miss it. So take hold of your position. Let's go to the next question. Are we ready to go? BIM. The OSH policy must include commitment to continual improvement. Yes or no? Simple question. The answer is yes, straightforward. It must include it. It's a must. We have Mr. Ibrahim Fad, still gallant. Aziz, still gallant. Gladys, still gallant. Adequate Adamson, still gallant. Next question. Once the root cause, okay. That one has gone. I think nobody answered the question. It was on your phone, but you didn't answer the question. Once the root cause, okay, let us just look at it.
Saying that I did vote, hurry up next time. I don't understand what's happening.
It's saying what?
It's saying you didn't
So
vote. Hurry
the
up
error is
next
from
time.
yes, the error is from your end, value. So after the last question, immediately this one too came up, and once you stopped it, it just counted that nobody answered the question.
Oh.
The question
Okay,
showed, and in like 2 seconds you stopped it. So it just concluded that that's the end of the question.
I displayed the dashboard to know the current state. That's what I did. Okay, let's look at the question.
It actually showed the question.
Okay.
It showed the question.
Okay. This is what we have at the end of the day. Thank you. Who is Mr. Ibrahim Fad?
I am here.
Thank you, Mr. Ibrahim Fad. Adequate Adamson, you tried. You were 1 millisecond. You were 1 millisecond close to Gladys. Mr. Ibrahim Fad is our top winner. Hey, Mr. Femi, network messed you up. So sorry about it. Let's be prepared for the next episode. Mr. Ibrahim Fad Please do well to chat us up. Aziz, also, like I told you, this Aziz guy, you should be wary of him. You can see he came second, Gladys third. So, well done, everyone, for a job well done. Thank you so much for joining. Please kindly chat up this number. I'm dropping it immediately now. It's 07045497332. Chat up the number to claim your gift. Please, let's clap for them. Ibrahim Fad, first position. Aziz, second position. Gladys, third position. Congratulations to the three of you. So please kindly chat us up to get your details. You are going to give us your full name, then a portrait picture of you, because you are going to win our first our award for the maiden edition. Ibrahim Fad is first position, Aziz is second position, and Gladys is our third position. So please let us ensure that we are ready for the next series, which is going to be focusing on ISO 45001. So let's start looking at our standard. Let's start going through our standard. Let's start reading through. Let's start checking. It is the main purpose is to ensure that we continuously build capacity and competence. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Ramon Lawal. So please, let's try as much as possible to chat us up, send us your portrait picture, let us generate your e-award and send it to you, and we want you to post it on your social media handles, especially on LinkedIn, and your account details too should be sent to us. You all pass the minimum 50% mark, which is 10/20. So you are all beneficiary, not all of you, I mean the three of them. The three of them are beneficiary to win our first maiden edition. But we want to do something special. We want to do something different now. We didn't plan to do this before, but we'll be doing it now. In addition, the last two, the next two, that is the fourth and fifth position, will be giving you 10,000 naira each. So Ibrahim Fad Dipe is having 50,000 naira, Aziz 30,000 naira, Gladys 20,000 naira, Adepeju and Fasasi 10,000 naira each. Oh, Fasasi did not meet up the 10 mark. Oh, so sorry. So sorry. But okay, let's assume that the two errors that came up, we had an error where a particular question was wrong, but we put it right, and another error from the last question. So let's assume that you scored one of them right. So Zaina of Fasasi, you're also getting 10,000 naira. So we have, and that this fourth and fifth is just for today, being the first edition. Don't say that next time I must give fourth and fifth to Abego. So we have first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. But our award is for the first, second, and third. So thank you. We are expecting your message. We are expecting your DM. In the week to come, we shall sort the award and the payment to your account. I want you to please post this on your social media handles. And to wrap it up for today, like we have said, the next episode is about ISO 14001. If they we no agree, I may go, Mr. Femi. Mr. Femi, I'll go drag you. Now you're supposed to sponsor this event, so don't let me drag you. Just leave it that way. So now, let us ensure that we prepare for the next one. It's coming up. The first, we are programming to be the first Sunday of every month. So prepare, go through your standard. And the standard is very beautiful. When you go through it, you are developing yourself. It's not just about the quiz. It's about self-development and self-improvement. And that's what we want for all our professionals. not just for them to come to our training and do training for them. We also want to ensure that we continuously give back by putting every opportunity, every platform that we can create to ensure that our professionals keep learning and keep growing at what we do. So finally, our ISO 9001 class is starting tomorrow between tomorrow and Friday, and I'm very sure that you don't want to miss our classes. So if there's still an opportunity for you to register, if you want to register, please kindly send us a DM to register for the upcoming class. There's opportunity for you to pay on installment, and for everyone that is here with us, you have 10% discount for you to pay 180,000 naira instead of the 200,000 naira. And also there's opportunity for you to pay in installment. So thank you so much, everybody. And we hope we enjoyed ourselves. We hope we had fun. And we hope we have learned again and again and again. Thank you so much, Mr. Abiodun. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you, Mr. Daramola Michael. Thank you, Mr. Ali Usman. You are all winners. I'm very sure the next episode, any of us can still be winners. Abdul Basit, you said you are looking for money like a thief, but you didn't act like a thief. Edile, thank you for coming. Aziz, you this guy. Maybe we'll be suspending you now from every quiz because you used to win every time. Mr. Opatola, thank you for joining. Mr. Ramon Lawal, Mr. Olorunfemi Samuel, and Mr. Fadipe, Mr. Biodu Olufemi. Thank you, everyone. And we look forward to seeing you again in the next episode or next series of Spark with Qodar. But in between, this particular time, the Qodar is still going to carry out an enlightenment series like we used to do always. Most of us, we know us for this already. Enlightenment series that we used to do always. And also, we are still going to have a free course on TechCoach Academy for this month again. But we are still looking at which course it will be. Either a free course or a hugely discounted course. So get ready for that. And on a weekly basis, we also give out coupon codes for those that answer our questions on our platforms. We have Quiz Monday, quiz challenge that we do on our platform, Instagram, LinkedIn, where we ask questions and winners will be given a coupon code to benefit from our courses on TechCoach Academy. So we are always doing everything possible to give value and to ensure that our professionals keep getting engaged and becoming the best at what they know how to do best. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your continuous support. Thank you and God bless you. Bye-bye. So please, we can unmute now. If you want to say anything, please let us hear from you and let us appreciate ourselves and let us congratulate all our winners. Thank you and God bless you.
Yes, votes of thanks. Thank you, Qodar, for this wonderful quiz session. Thank you for the knowledge and also the prize. God bless you.
Thank you, Ma. You're welcome always.
Yeah, let me also take this moment to thank the organizer, Qodar Safety Consult. Thank you very much for this opportunity to learn and engage. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. Thanks for the award. Thanks for everything. You are doing well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ibrahim. I know that there will be oblate this night. Congratulations.
Mr. Fan, you can still do giveaway.
Location.
Thank you. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, Mr. Hakim, my friend. Look, how are you doing?
Yeah,
you're welcome, sir.
Even though I wish to have participated all through, but unfortunately, calls were coming in. But this is a very good initiative, which I will say kudos to Qodar Safety Consult. And as part of the gifts that you mentioned, I would like to add 5,000 naira each to the 4 winners. Those people scored what are they calling it? Above 10. So I'll add 5,000 naira each to them. So
thank you.
As just a
thank
way
you.
of also saying we celebrate the first time. So I will send the money to you, Mr. Wale.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hakim, for your support. We've always known you to be very supportive. Okay, Madam Gladys, want to say something?
No. I just thanked him. I've spoken already.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Hakim. So we are having extra 5,000 naira each for the top 4 who scored above the 10 mark, 10 and above. Thank you so much, Mr. Hakim. Thank you for your support. And we keep...
Okay, well, so that Adequaji will not think they have done how are you, I'll add 5,000 for her too.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much, Mr. Femi. Thank you, everyone. And we continuously create this wonderful family where we continuously learn and support ourselves. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you so much, everyone, and see you again very soon when we have another episode and another series for us to enjoy and learn from each other. Thank you, Mr. Kamaude, for coming, and you have a lovely week ahead. Thank you.